Hello students, today we will do the converse of Bodhina-Pythagoras theorem. If the sum of the square of the length of two sides of a triangle is equal to the square of the length of the third side, then the triangle is right triangle. That means if a square plus b square is equal to c square, that means the triangle is a right triangle. Now, two more things. If it is equal to a square plus b square is equal to c square, it is a right triangle. This is our first condition. Second condition, if c square is greater than a square plus b square, then angle ACB is obtuse and triangle ABC is an obtuse triangle. And if c square is less than a square plus b square, then ACB is acute and triangle ABC is an acute triangle. So student, mark these points in your book. Now, Bodhina-Pythagoras triples. We know that triples means the set of three numbers. So, a Bodhina-Pythagorean triple is a set of three non-zero whole numbers such that sum of the square of first two equal to the square of the third. That means if a, b, c are three non-zero whole number, then a square plus b square is equal to c square. If this condition is satisfied, then they are the Pythagorean triplet. Otherwise, not. Now, Pythagorean triplet are of two types: primitive Bodhina-Pythagorean triplet and non-primitive Bodhina-Pythagorean triplet. In primitive Bodhina-Pythagorean triplet are the triplets if their HCF is 1. If we are having the set of three numbers and if their HCF is 1, then they are primitive Bodhina-Pythagorean triplet. And non-primitive, if their HCF is any number except 1, suppose this is the example 6, 8, 10, the HCF is 2, here 3, so they are known as non-primitive Bodhina-Pythagorean triplet. One more thing for the note, in a primitive triple exactly A or B is even, either A or B. One will be even, other is odd, and C is always odd. This is the condition. So student, mark in your book primitive and non-primitive. No need of writing in the notebook. Only just you have to write this Pythagoras triples. Only write this and the formula. Only in the classwork notebook you have to write this. Remaining part just tick in your book. Now, generating primitive triples. Suppose we are having any two integer, positive integer m and n, where m is greater than n. These are the three conditions. Or m and n are both co-prime, or m and n are not both odd. Their HCF is 1. Because they are primitive triples, so their HCF is 1. So, this is the formula to calculate the Pythagorean triplets. A is equal to m square minus n square, B is equal to 2mn, C is equal to, student, in your book there is a 2 here, so just cut down this 2, this is only C. C is equal to m square plus n square. C, A, B, C. So by these methods, we can calculate easily the primitive triples. Now come to the exercise 2b. Use Pythagoras theorem to find out if each triangle is a right triangle or not. Now to check that whether it is a right angled or not, what we will do? We will calculate a square plus b square. If it is equal to c square, then it is a right angle triangle. So I am telling the one part how to do. See, this is the figure. Whenever you will do these questions, draw the figure also. See, longest side is hypotenuse. This is A. You can take any A. Either you can take A this or you can take A this. Suppose A is 24, B is 10, C is 20. But C is always longest side. First of all, I am checking A square plus B square. Put the values, add it, it is 676. Now take C square, it is 26 square, 676. A square plus B square is equal to C square. That means it is a right angle triangle. If they are not equal, then they are not right angle triangle. If both are different, then we will write not equal and they are not right angle triangle. Question number 2. Classify the triangle as acute, obtuse or right. Measure of all sides are given. So first side will be A, B, this is C. So only the method is this: A square plus B square, put the values, do the square. Now C square, it is 169. C, you can write this also, that 185. 169, sorry, 185. 185 is greater than 169, that means C square is less than A square plus B square. If this is greater, then it is acute angled triangle. One more part. A is this, B is this, C is this. Again square. Solve A square plus B square. Solve C square. Here 202 and 225. This is greater, that means C square is greater. So it is obtuse angle triangle. C part, solve A square plus B square is this, C square is this, both are equal, then it is right angle triangle. Question third, classify the triangle as acute, check whether each of the number form a Pythagorean triplet, right? Yes or no. Again we will do the same. This is first one is A, B, and the longest side is C. Again check A square plus B square. Again check C square. If both are equal, then they are Pythagorean triplet. One more part I am doing here. Solve A square plus B square. Solve C square. C. They are not equal. A square plus B square is not equal to C square, so they are not Pythagorean triplet. Question number 4. What is the missing number in each of the Buddha and Pythagorean triplet? Student, it is already given that they are Pythagorean triplet. So let the missing number x. So A is given, A is given, B is x, C is 10. So by the same formula of the Pythagorean triplet, A square plus B square is equal to C square. Put the value of A, 6 square, B is x, so x square, C is 10 square. It is 36 plus x square, 100. Now 36 will go to the right hand side, so x square is 64. What is x? Square root of 64, 8. In this manner you can calculate it. One more part, C part. Here C is missing number, so let the missing number x. Put the values. A square plus B square is equal to C square. Add it, take the square root. You can take the square root in this manner also. If you don't know the square root of any number, then you have to show it. So 39 is the answer. Next question 5. Form Bodhayana Pythagorean triplet by taking here M and N is given. So M is given, N is given. So we have to calculate the Pythagorean triplet, that means A, B and C. The formula for A is M square minus N square. Put the value of M, put the value of N, solve it, it is 85. For B, it is twice of Mn. Put the value, it is 132. C means M square plus N square. Put the values, solve it, it is 157. So what is the Pythagorean triplet answer? 85, 132, 157. Give the answer in this form, in the triplet form, in the bracket. This is our A part. Now, question number 6. Suppose the number A, B and C form a Bodhayana Pythagorean triplet. In each of the following also check a Bodhayana triplet. Explain. See. Since A, B and C form a Pythagorean triplet, that means it satisfied the condition A square plus B square is equal to C square. Now for the part A, we will take just example. Let we assume ourselves that A is 3, B is 4, C is 5. So A plus 1 is 3 plus 1 4, B plus 1 4 plus 1 5, C plus 1 5 plus 1 6. Now calculate. For A square plus B square C square, in place of A write A plus 1, and in place of B we are solving A square plus B square, and here we are solving C square. But here in place of A we are taking A plus 1 and B plus 1. A plus 1 means 4 and B plus 1 means 5. Add it, it is 41. In place of C, it is C plus 1, that is 6, 36. Both are different. So that means if A, B, C are in Pythagorean triplet, then it is not compulsory condition that if we adding plus 1 in all, then they are also Pythagorean triplets. So this is not equal to this. So A plus 1, B plus 1, C plus 1 do not form Pythagorean triplet. Next part, 2A, 2B, 2C. Here we are taking A square plus B square. In place of A, there is 2A. In place of B, there is 2B. So 2A square, 4A square, 2B square, 4B square. Take 4 as common, A square plus B square. Now I am calculating C square. Here C, it is 2C. Because A is 2A, B is 2B, and C is 2C. Then A square plus B 2C square is 4C square. If ABC form Pythagorean triplet, that means A square plus B square is C square. By multiplying 4 on both sides, we get the same this one. It means if we are taking 2A, 2B, 2C, then they also showing Pythagorean triplet. So 2A, 2B, 2C form Pythagorean triplet. So student, this exercise is completed. Complete the video work you have to do in your classwork notebook, remaining question and homework notebook. Now students, exercise is done. There are MCQs, so try to complete these all MCQs. Some MCQs we will discuss. Complete this in your book. These match it. Reason assertion, again the MCQs. And long questions we will do in the classwork notebook. So I will tell later the long questions, but remaining things complete in your book. So okay students, bye bye. And in classwork notebook do the video work. Okay students, bye bye.